I want to create a long-lasting legacy. Some of you may just see a meme, but it's so much more than that. It's about telling stories that go untold. It's about highlighting our love. Me and Somebody's Son is shifting the narrative for the love of Black love. One meme, one story at a time.
What do you think is one of the most challenging things about being in a relationship at our age?
I'd say,
I think it holds up a mirror to your fuck shit.
yeah. I think dealing with yourself, because like understanding that before you met this person, you were somebody, and that person is somebody as well, and this person is your equal. So kind of like taking that into consideration is like always challenging when you have like disagreements or, you know, like the ego is really like a thing, you know what I'm saying? Because you walk into these situations, even though like this person is your, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, whatever, it's like you feel some sense of entitlement over that person and kind of like trying to remember that this person is an individual. And yeah, that to me like has been like the most challenging thing. So.
Yeah. No, I would just say like when you're both helping one another grow, it does challenge your ego a lot. Like it really does. Like if you do things out of ego, you'll start to realize it, and then it's like you have to come to terms with yourself. Like, all right, I gotta be better, not only for myself but for this relationship. You know, like there's things that, you know, like you said, you were who you were before you met your partner. So there's ways that you have that you were so used to, and then you get in this relationship and it's quiet for all that. Like you have to shut all of that down, and if you don't, it's like you're choosing your ego over your partner. So I think for me, that it's not challenging really for me anymore, but in the beginning that was the most challenging. I'm a very stubborn person, so it's like,
right,
yeah, who talk to? Right. But yeah, what about you guys? What do you feel is the most challenging?
For me, it's definitely communication. I usually, like if I'm annoyed about something, if I don't want to talk about something, I'd rather just like be left alone until I'm ready to talk about it. But he's very patient, and he likes to kind of get to the bottom of why I feel the way that I feel. But at first I'm just like, I feel this way and I'll get over it. He's like, but I'm your boyfriend, you gotta talk to me about it. And I'm like, do I really? And he'll like break it down. He's very patient with me.
I feel like we spend a lot of time together. Yeah. Sometimes the room can get crowded because of that, or like the energy can get crowded because of that. So just finding that time to just separate, reset, really just find solitude every now and then. I think it's important that we do that, and then we just reconvene. I think we got good at that, but like I said, we spend a lot of time together.
Nice.
So you have to be pandemic, it's like every day.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact.
I see him when I see my mother.
Listen, you remember that you look here, I'm like, right?
Nah, right. And it's like, it becomes challenging when like you're together all the time trying to like, I guess, like you said, like create that sense of space. But one thing that we do, like, you know, because we spend a lot of time together is, she'll be in, you know, her corner doing something, and I'll be in my corner doing something. And that's kind of like, in my mind, and I think you could say the same, as like a level of separation too. Like you said, during the pandemic, you know, you spend a lot of time, there's nothing to do anyway. So it's like, you know, or let's say I may go cook or she may go cook or something like that. I have like piano lessons, whatever. So like, you know, we always reconvene, as you said, but it's like, it's really important too. Like you know, like, that was a really good point. That's something that, you know, we always try to keep in mind. And
so as a younger couple like ourselves, how does finances impact you guys?
Man, I mean, we in a pandemic, I mean, I'm saying. No, honestly, like, the pandemic has definitely like affected, you know, I think it's safe to say it's affected, you know, everyone's finances, so to speak. And it's also been like a huge opportunity as well.
Right.
But one lesson that, you know, both of us learned is definitely transparency and just being responsible, honestly. Because we figure like, hey, at the end of the day, a lot of restaurants is not even open. So it's like certain activities are restricted, and especially living out here, you go outside and spend money. So it's like, we've just been like kind of like bunkering down and just like stacking, honestly, and like, you know, practicing our crafts, trying to be the best we can be, and you know, just not really trying to worry about finances while still being responsible, but like kind of thinking like that's gonna take care of itself. You know?
Like we'll spend money on things that help to perfect our craft. So like me, I'm a microblading artist, so a lot of the money that I do make, I spend no training. So I don't spend thousands of dollars in a bag anymore. I don't go like, be so quick to get my hair done or go buy makeup or anything. Like everything is literally all to my business. Like it's not even about self anymore. So, and he's an entrepreneur as well. So it's the same thing with him, you know, he's a producer. So instead of him buying sneakers or going to buy something for his car, like he's buying better equipment, he's buying better speaker, he's getting studio time, you're investing your money. So it's about like not only us stacking, but with the money that we have and that we're making, what can we do with it to be better? So it's like, it takes a lot of sitting down and really like, if you gotta take out a notebook, write down what you gotta do that. But I mean, it's been hard for everybody, so we're trying to also keep that in mind. But just, you know, coming out of this stronger and better.
How about you guys?
Yeah.
Pretty similar. We're both entrepreneurs as well, and the pandemic definitely affected that in different ways. But I would say more so positive for us. I think that roles that we came out of that concrete. We're, like I said, we're both entrepreneurs. We feed off of each other. I look at her as my partner. So a lot of times when I have an idea, we'll bounce off each other, get some feedback, think about what makes most sense. Figuratively and literally. And then when we talk about the future, you know, we want to have a house, we want to have kids, so we have a joint account, so we're thinking about, we're saving a specific amount each month, no matter what it is, we make sure we get to that. If we can't, like you said, transparency is the point. They talk about why we can't, and then we make up for that the following month or however we can. So like, finances definitely has taken precedence in our relationship over the past year. And we're getting better with it.
When we first got together, we were kind of just going on dates, buying whatever we wanted, trips, and now like, the pandemic shifted gears. So it's more so saving and like investing and where we see our money going towards in the future. So
Yeah.
All right, so what would you say is a perfect date night for you guys?
a perfect date night for me, I like date nights that don't end per se. Like I like the date nights where you go say that.
Yeah.
I like the date nights where like we get dressed up. Like I'm excited to get dressed up. I'm excited to do my makeup, my hair. He's getting a fresh cut. Then we go out to dinner or an activity, and then we spend the night somewhere. And the next day we do brunch, and then another activity, and then I get home.
Yeah, it sounds about right. They're usually adventures.
Yeah,
If we can
adventures.
make them into one. Like I said, our anniversary was like 2 weeks ago. We were in Philly, and yeah, we went out there just for an experience. We know that it's not much you can do, but we made the most of it. We got Philly cheesesteaks in the hood.
That's
yeah,
right.
so like a carnival.
We go to the City of Love. It was like a sign. We take a picture in front of it.
So like we find things that we can do, things that we wouldn't, like not those traditional dates, I guess you would say. But I would say a lot of times it would be centered around food.
Yeah, I love food, so make sure food is somewhere.
Yeah, food is definitely a big part. So.
What about you guys? Perfect date night.
Both things are anyway, but
Yeah, we're like, definitely find somewhere really cool to eat. We frequent restaurants a lot, like a lot. Like we've probably been to 90% of restaurants.
bookmarks is loaded.
Yeah, like
it's
we'll find like we'll, on our off days, like we're finding places and we're like, all right, like we'll go to 2 restaurants in a day if we have to. Like
Really?
we really like going out to eat and.
Do you have a favorite cuisine that you guys like go for? Or you like to try that?
Yo, we try new things. Like that's like we kind of have like this like rule where we try to go to a new restaurant.
I like
We try
that.
so like I'm always looking up something, and so like to answer the question though, like a perfect date night or a perfect date for, I guess I can answer for this too, you know. But since we're really like laid back, chill people, like we definitely like museums, like low key stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like because we're both like really artsy, you know. It's cheap microwaves, I like music, so it's like. We try to find like the artsy thing to do, get food, you know, drinks, and just even like something as simple as like the car ride is like, because you guys use the word adventure, and that's like really important that you guys said that, because like as like a couple, it's really important to have these experiences together, because you know when you guys are kids, you're like, no, me and your father used to be, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like, but it's like I guess each step of the day, so it's like whether it's getting in the car, driving, going to the museum, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that, like, that's the perfect date night, you know? Just spending time with,